This is interesting. You're like fighting guys?
Yeah, I'm like spraying the double jump logo onto people to kill them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing that you just said.
In this Japanese hellhole.
Yeah. They really grab onto you.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'll kill
Get
them.
a grip!
Oh no. Yeah, there's like giant robot bosses and stuff in this game.
Wow, that's awesome.
It starts off a little modest.
They're shooting you with guns?
Yeah, there was a guy in the first game. Actually, this level is from the first game.
Oh,
or like
interesting.
a different version of this level. Where are you?
I thought guns are illegal in Japan. Are they illegal in Japan?
They're heavily restricted, I think.
Heavily restricted. That's why we only have a pistol. We don't got an AR-13.
Because I thought it was like, at some point this cult had weapons, but the police couldn't really deal with them because the police didn't have weapons, so it was this weird
I gotcha.
standoff going on.
It's the Yakuza.
Yeah. In China.
The Yakuza 0 missions.
You say like Kiwami is free next month or something?
Yeah,
Or
it's
this month,
supposed to
or
be. Next month, yeah.
Next month?
Yeah. Be a good time to jump in.
I feel like this series and that series have kind of this kinship going on with just making Japan weird and fun to
Yeah.
run around in.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta see where Majima goes next, dude.
Is that the main guy? Because there's like two guys?
He's
Or
not.
is that
Yeah,
only
there's
some of
two
them?
guys. Yeah.
Okay.
At least to my knowledge, I've only played Yakuza 0.
Okay.
But my understanding is that they introduced this other character that you're mentioning, yeah, Majima.
Okay.
And the main character is Kiryu. And
Okay. Nice pronunciation, dude.
I don't know, I just say the names and hope it's
Michael
not
would be
bad.
proud.
Jeez,
Yeah.
he is flinching like heck while shooting that gun. His face is going back and everything. But anyway, I believe the mainline Yakuza games follow Kiryu, while Yakuza 0 had Majima, and I think Yakuza Kiwami, that was like the Yakuza Resurgence, because that was a remake of 1, and that came out
Okay.
like 3 or so years ago.
Okay.
And so that one introduced Majima, I believe.
Sure.
I'm not sure. He probably pops up in other entries in some way, shape, or form. But they introduced him as a playable character in 1. And so
Okay.
0 fleshes him out more, and he's
Okay.
your second playable character. And I believe Kiwami 2 also adds Majima again for as a second playable protagonist. But I could be wrong. That's just
Okay.
the scuttlebutt I heard.
Okay.
So there you go. You can enjoy playing as Majima and Kiryu.
That was a flurry of information.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. So, like you were saying earlier, so I already beat this level. So, once you get that, there's like a cassette tape in each level. If you can get
Okay.
that, it should. Yeah, so you have like challenges then.
Oh, I see. You
And I
just
think
need to
I'll-
do 20 tricks?
The cassette just tells you. I don't think it unlocks them, it just tells you what they are. So you
Okay.
can get them at any time. But I just have to do a combo of 20 tricks and then I should be able to unlock it.
Yeah.
And you have to do the tricks on the beat.
Oh,
If
fascinating.
you're off beat, you can't. It'll break your combo.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Go on it.
I guess it's not so bad considering there's no, like, balance meter. So it...
Yeah, it's just, you can do X or Y and Y just turns you around.
Ah, that's cool. I like backwards rollerblading.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get these graffiti souls. You just got graffiti.
I remember you hitting those boxes. That was cool.
Remember this?
I do. Oh,
And I was like-
wow.
I didn't get this one, but now I did.
That's not a VHS tape. That's like a Psychonaut's head.
I know, dude. Did the Rhyme Kid remind you of like a Psychonauts character? Because I felt like the way they designed him was very, where he's got that kind of like square head
Okay.
thing going on.
I see what you're saying, yeah. It didn't give me Psychonauts vibes, but I see what you're
It's
saying.
okay. Is there a game that does give you Psychonauts vibes
Oh, that's a good question.
besides other Tim Schafer games?
I can't really think of any. Like Psychonauts, has a very interesting place in my consciousness.
Yeah.
Because...
A broken place.
Yeah, because that game was a game tap game. And that game was...
Was it really?
Yeah, it was the first way I experienced Psychonauts. Was a game tap free trial. And one of the games I chose was Psychonauts. And...
Nice.
So yeah, I remember like discovering it, just like seeing it in my library, or downloading it and playing it for the first time, seeing it in that library.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind because that game is exactly the type of game that me as like a 10-year-old with too much time would love to play.
Yeah.
Just collecting stuff all the time, this 3D environment.
Just going around the
levels.
camp.
Exactly. And it blew my mind. I was like, how is no one talking about this game that came out 5 years ago?
Because they didn't market it.
Yeah. And I think there was one time I was at my aunt and uncle's in Minnesota, and G4 TV was on, and I think it was X-Play. And I believe... Yeah, they used to have like cheat code sections, or maybe it was just a cheat code TV show where they would talk about cheats in games. One time they were talking about God of War, and I believe one time they were talking about Psychonauts.
Okay.
And I was mesmerized watching it.
What was the cheat code? Like, big head mode!
I don't even know if they were cheat codes. I think it was just like secrets or tips.
Sure.
Like, if you go here, if you use your dowsing rod here, you will find a bunch of arrowheads. Something like that.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of the game part.
Yep.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was that age, I was just starving for any video game content wherever I could get it.
And now there's too much.
Yep. Well, then I didn't have access to the internet, so all I had was the TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was pretty cool as a kid to have this TV show / channel.
Yeah.
Doing that kind of thing, because it felt wrong. It's like they were getting away with something.
Yeah. And then I'd watch Attack of the Show, which was like an hour-long slog.
Yes.
Just for like the 2 minutes that they would mention video games.
Yeah.
Like,
Olivia Munn would be like, do you like video games?
Yeah. She would. And Kevin Pereira would be like, yeah, I totally pretend to like video games.
Me too. It was a different girl originally, right? And then
I
Olivia
believe
Munn
so.
Later on.
It's a hayslip? Is that right?
What'd you call me?
Yep, I called you a hayslip.
That's terrible.
What is it going to take to get you into virtual reality, Tucker?
Money?
Money?
I saw that they got that standalone one coming out, which is kind of interesting, but...
Yeah.
I don't know, Oh, I don't have any...
Oh, I see.
They done me wrong here. They done everybody wrong, because they're like... Obviously there's a Gen 2 coming out, but they won't announce it, but it feels like no one should buy anything because...
Yeah.
Why would you buy the first gen one? Obviously there's a revision coming out at some point, so...
Yeah.
It's not a good position.
Nah. I'm just gonna wait until I can get one for $20 at Goodwill.
Yeah. Play Rock Band on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job.
Oh, I love this song.
Man, you can do
Okay.
graffiti very well on the go.
Thank you.
I wish I could graffiti that well.
It looks stupid, but I like it better than the first one where you had to like
push the
do your
directions.
little motions, and it didn't work most of the time. And it's like,
maybe that's the issue that I had with it when I tried playing it. Trying to do like directions on a Vita control stick.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would be odd.
They came out with the Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter trilogies on the Vita, which fascinates me.
Yeah.
Those things would probably run like trash.
They had high hopes for that thing at one point.
They did.
Immediately. Just threw it in the garbage.
Yeah. I think I recall watching a video or reading something about how some of the trilogy stuff ran like really bad. I think like Jak 2 or something was almost unplayable because it ran so bad.
That's so weird. It's a PS2 game. It's not like...
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
No. Who knows? Metal Gear Solid 3 ran on that thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Metal Gear Solid 3 did run on a 3DS as well, though, so...
In 3D.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting. How I remember reading that they had to have a certain amount of performance overhead while making 3DS games because turning on the 3D mode meant it was basically rendering 2 images simultaneously. So
That's
you'd have to
bad.
like have double the horsepower for everything you did. That is bad.
And I just keep mine turned off.
Exactly. There's no point at that point. It's a cool gimmick. It's cool turning it on for like an hour.
It's cool showing someone.
Yeah. I remember
like,
just being really jealous of anyone who did have a 3DS because they had the power to turn on 3D.
The new technology.
Yeah. Like I had a roommate who had Smash Bros on 3DS and he was playing that constantly.
God.
And I would just sit there looking at the 3D slider and being like, that's turned off right now. I kind of want to see it turn on.
For you, it would just look like
yeah, exactly. It looked like a garbled mess, yeah.
It still sometimes does, even if you're staring right at
exactly.
it. They fixed that, I guess, so.
They kind of did, yeah. They gave it head tracking. Whoa, that's the VHS?
That's your old cassette. So now I can...
cassette.
GW, reach to the sewage.
Huh. Sewage, huh?